Now the Neewer GoPro Dog Harness, to be honest, it just didn't hit the right marks. And the problem is this elastic. Because it's elastic, it stretches on the dog. You know, if this were all like some sort of smooth, soft nylon, it'd be a heck of a lot better. I mean, I understand it's cheaper, being what it is, and you know, it'll fit a wider variety of dogs, I get that. But the problem is, it's not going to stay in one place. It keeps sliding. There's nothing friction-wise to stop it. It's too smooth. And that's the problem, that it stretches so much. If this were a nylon material, and maybe something with a few more buckles to it, that would bite into place. Like this buckle, it's okay. I mean, you can see right here, this is nylon, okay? It's supposed to be nylon, and it does a good job. And you can, it's a little difficult, but you can pull it out. And you can stick it back in. You know, see, this is nylon as well on this side. And what it kind of does is, it's got nylon here and nylon here. And then this is elastic. This is nylon and this is elastic. So it kind of goes opposite to where it comes in contact with. Now this part here, this is great. I mean, this is just a piece of, you know, lightweight plastic with foam on the back. And the mount looks pretty well sealed. You know, it's not going to go anyplace. But this chest piece, I mean, all it does is slide down. And it does that because the elastic just doesn't catch it. So it's constantly underneath the dog, not in front. And if you're going to mount the camera the way you're supposed to on the front of it, you're not going to get any. So what I would do, or at least what I plan on doing with this, is I'm going to find somebody with a sewing machine, and I'm going to cut all these elastic parts off. And I'm probably going to have to do some measurements, and then have them sewn back on with nylon. The Neewer dog harness pretty much fits all the GoPro incarnations, but it's just not going to work unless you're going to do with it what I plan on doing with it, and that's cutting it up and using the proper materials on it. You know, none of the harnesses that I have for the dogs are one size fit all. They're actually fitted. This is designed to fit pretty much any dog because it's elastic, and as a result it fits no dog because you're never going to keep it where it needs to be, and that's the problem. Jax is wearing his GoPro harness, which isn't working real well. Now, he's moving around quite a bit, which is to be expected, and I'm constantly having to move the camera forward, but as you can see, it keeps cutting into his leg, and the problem is that these straps are made out of elastic. They don't need to be elastic. Obviously, they'll be cheaper being elastic, but if I reach underneath here, here is the chest piece. Chest piece keeps sliding because it's on elastic. If this were nylon, this elastic was nylon, it would work a heck of a lot better. But you tighten it, you tighten it, you tighten it, and because it's elastic, there's entirely too much give, and it just won't stay. So it continues to slide down his back. So, and I'll put the name of the product. I got it on Amazon for the GoPro. I mean, it wasn't very expensive. It was cheap. It was about 20 bucks, I believe. I'll annotate that. But because it's all elastic, this harness, it's just too loose. I mean, I've tightened it up quite a bit, and look at that. And he gets stuff caught, it pushes it back. I've had it all the way back near his rump. It's just not going to stay where it needs to be. So, if you're thinking about getting a product for your dog like this, I mean, if you want, because it's cheap, I would buy it and then cut all the elastic off and then buy nylon and then kind of, you know, do it yourself. If you have access to a sewing machine, that's what I would do. But as it stands right now, it's pretty much useless because it just won't stay in one spot. So that's pretty much it. It's not going to stay. You're not going to get too much in the way of good camera shots because it keeps moving all the way back. To be honest, it's just not going to stay. Right, buddy?